All right, it feels so good to be back on the program this beautiful Wednesday morning, the 16th day in the month of April 2025. My name is Adi Damola Lafewa. The station is Solutions 939 FM, and the program is from the Dailies on your Super Dial. Okay, this is where we get to take you through the front pages of newspapers, and we have about five newspapers in the studio with us this morning. And of course, I have Comrade Ayodeji Ajishokbe live in the studio, who you will be hearing his voice anytime soon. And I tell you, the papers are quite loaded this morning, and a particular story that takes center stage on virtually all the papers we have this morning is about the Ponzi scheme. How do I put it now? The CBEX Ponzi scheme that recently crashed and that has left many Nigerians in sorrow, grieving, and I don't know, but we just have to take heart. And I think on the program we'll talk more on that particular issue, and we hope to speak with the financial experts on the program, at least to enlighten the public, to let people know what they should look out for when such schemes come out, the red flags to know, to look out for, to be able to be on the safe side. Well, in a jiffy, I'll be reading out the stories on the front pages. It's still from the Dailies on Solutions 93.9 FM. Good morning once again. A quick look at the front pages of newspapers, starting with the Guardian newspaper. Desperate Nigerians lose over 1.7 trillion naira to Ponzi schemes in 9 years. Page 6 has that story. And there is a chart on the front page of the Guardian newspaper. 5 ways to spot a Ponzi scheme. The things to look out for are clearly stated on the front page of the Guardian newspaper. Moving away from that, I have this one from Rivers State. Rivers vow to recover 300 million naira from NBA, threatens legal action. I tell you,
aren't they chasing shadows?
I mean, Ibas is really doing wonders.
The humans, though.
he's doing wonders in Rivers State. We'll talk more on that particular issue too. Inflation resumes upward trend, rises to 24.23% in March. Okay, away from that to address pervasive killings decisively. Kigama tells Tinubu. Yes, Kigama tells Tinubu. And another story, reps inaugurate 21-member committee to make laws for rivers. Autonomy, court adjourns Algon suit against federal state government.
Me, that Rivers 21-man committee. I thought the president had issued his instructions to the administrator to make necessary bylaws.
Bylaws, yeah.
I mean, all of these actions, don't they constitute flagrant?
Anyway, I think, like I've always said on this platform, I think everything being done by the sole administrator in Rivers State seems to be tilting to the favor of one man.
Wow.
And that's the FCT minister. Wow. And somebody is at the receiving end of this all. That is seemingly football.
I think more of the people of Rivers.
Okay, well, we'll talk about that in the course of the program too. Natasha's sexual harassment allegation watery, contradictory, says Agbakoba. Okay, now going to 2027 now. 2027, Atiku PDP youths bicker on alliance as Makinde voices capacity to lead Nigeria. IGP vows justice as Muftwang visits grieving plateau communities. Nigerians dying due to Tinubu's incompetence, Atiku claims. And the last one I'll be taking on the front page of the Guardian newspaper says, Lagos says citizens spend 14 trillion naira yearly to power homes businesses. Now, looking at the front page of the Punch newspaper, Interpol joins EFCC in 1.3 trillion naira CBEX probe. And the rider, EFCC cracks down on other Ponzi schemes. Police shot CBEX office.
Isn't that interesting?
Victims recount losses.
After The fact.
After the fact.
I mean, well, let's just, well, we'll get there.
Okay, all right. Moving away from that, Defense Minister Service Chiefs review security strategies. Federation account allocation falls third straight month to 1.57 trillion naira. And another one on plateau killings now. Plateau killings, how militants attacked villages near major army formations. Victims. Okay, that's cause for concern. I mean, but we'll talk about that in the course of the program. Tinubu inherited economy on life support. Omayi, 2027, I have capacity to be president, says Makinde. And moving away from that one to Hausa community backs Olubadan's removal of Serikin Sasa. Okay, like I did say earlier on, I said we'll be speaking with a financial expert on the program, at least to enlighten us more, especially on what to look out for when such Ponzi schemes come out again. I mean, this is not the first time Nigerians are becoming victims to this dubious Ponzi schemes. I remember the MMM that was some years back, and with the experience Nigerians had with MMM, I never expected people to still fall victims. But we know we can never be too smart. But there are some red flags Nigerians need to know. So we'll be speaking with the financial experts any minute from now. We're trying to establish a call through to him, and as we await getting him, okay, he'll be joining us very soon. All right, it's still from the Dailies on Solutions 93.9 FM. Now we have our financial expert joining us virtually on the program this morning. He's a banker. Okay, Comrade Adija Shokpe, take it from here.
Yes, a good morning to you, Mr. Soja Kamu.
Oh, good morning, Mr. Gisope. It's nice hearing your voice again.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. I mean, thank you for joining us at such short notice. Now we're live. My colleague Damola Lafenwa is here. And of course, the issue this morning is about the Ponzi scheme that just crashed. It is nothing new, really. We had MMM, we have this one. And I remember in the mid 2005, 6, 7, 8, there were quite a number of them in Ibadan that took, I know some that I was particularly involved with, that went away with about almost 2 billion in 2007-8. What is it about this Ponzi stuff that people just fall for it every time it resurfaces? Hello?
Hello, I'm hearing you. Yeah.
So what is it that people fall for this Ponzi scheme every time it resurfaces in one form or the other?
Thank you very much for this beautiful question. As long as Nigeria still remains at the survival level of civilization, with lots of ignorance, lots of poverty, and non-financial inclusion, people will always fall into all this scheme. Because everybody, including the so-called elites, majority of them are still in survival mode. And that's the lowest level of civilization. until we are able to get to a point where people can look beyond survivor. It is then that common sense, safety, and some other things will now set in. Just like I've explained in some other platform,
Okay.
at the survival stage of life, people just go out, seek what they want to eat, where they want to hide their head. Whatever provide those two solutions to them, that's where they will stay. And the society in which we have does not provide any platform for any survivor for Nigerians. So Nigerians face up with money seeking for their own survival.
Okay, sir, but let me come in here, sir. Let me come in here, sir.
They can easily fall prey to
Okay.
any smart aleck outside there.
Okay, now let me come in here now. I mean, it has always been said that it is good to always have other means of income. And most of these Ponzi schemes, when they come in, they look so nice and so juicy that you want to. I mean, there's no harm trying to make money in other ways. So, what are the red flags that one should look out for? Because I really don't think it is all about poverty. Because we need to make more money. I mean, make more ways of making money. But these things come and people want to try it. So, what are the red flags to look out for? To be able to know that, oh, this is a dubious one?
Well, first and foremost, nothing ventured, nothing gained. In any financial transaction, there must be an object that you want to consider for either for sale or to buy. Once you discover that there is no single object that is being offered, everything is just in abstract. They're just wrapping light for you. People should be able to know. Most of these things that people bring about, you will discover that you will not particularly see any object or any product that is attached to it. There's always this fiduciary things attached to it. Once you see that, that's a red signal. And then the second thing is that the rate of returns. When you look at the rate of returns against what you are investing, and you see that it's too high, there is this balance in finance that once your risk is very, very, very low, your returns will be very low. But when your risk is very high and the return is very high, and when the return is very high, your risk will be very high too. If you don't understand that, then that's where the problem is. If somebody is giving you almost 100% within a very short period, you should ask yourself, what is that kind of business that is giving 100%, 200% returns? But because our people are greedy, and our people, because many want to break out of poverty, they embrace it out of their own greedy self. That's the most important. That's why I said ignorance and selfishness. And when you don't have enough knowledge about financial situation of a particular product, you can easily fall into it. But don't let us forget that people are just trying to survive.
Definitely.
That's the main thing.
That is it.
And there is no government protection. We will be having this thing over and over. Have you seen anybody being prosecuted and being brought to book?
Not yet.
I recall the case of Luspecco. Government intervened. They freeze the account and transfer the money to CBN. Since 2006, no depositor has been able to collect their money back. And that is an irresponsible act of government. I remember Northern Rock in UK. The first thing government did in UK was to protect the depositors. And they ensured that no single depositor lost their money. It is then that They started educating the people. But in here, there's no protection for anybody. And that is why these people are emboldened to come in different juicy tricks to capitalize on the ignorance of the people. And I think government should be on top of this to protect the citizens. People that are being impoverished, and you still allow them to be scammed. In fact, everybody will lose confidence in such a society. And that is why this kind of thing continues. There will still be other means. But just like I discussed with somebody, if 90% of Nigerians enjoy positive financial inclusion, you will not look for shortcuts. You know that if you want soft loan to start a business, a legitimate business, that fund is available, you have access to it. You will not look for shortcuts. But look at Nigeria today, it is only the politicians, it is only the elites. They have access to
bank loans and huge amount of money. Yes, that's true.
Yes, and that is the main reason. Somebody wants to sell for he just make 50,000 to buy oil, to buy stove, to buy all these things. They don't have assets. They have to go to microfinance with very high interest. So those are the kind little things that our society should look at. If we allow people to have financial inclusion with very, very low
interest rate, they will be under less pressure.
People will not have pressure, and they will even when they see all these policy schemes, people will have more confidence in their own ability to turn their own money around.
Now you talked about financial literacy. What should what should each and every one of us arm ourselves with in terms of knowledge in financial literacy?
You will see that these are the kind of things that are not taught in our schools. Financial literacy, it has to do with upbringing. I remember as a young boy living with my grandmother, there's always this palace they used to tell us, Omayo. I think you heard that before. Omayo. What are they trying to say? You don't know how to use money. That is all the literary meaning of that word.
Yeah.
How many parents are training their children the use of money now? If you don't train your child how to use money, how to make money, all you show them is how to what money can buy, what money can do. Such a child will grow up just to look for money and spend. And that is the major problem here. As we were growing up, we were trained to hawk, to work in the farm, and save the money. Whatever you make, they will not allow you to spend it. We have all this piggy pot.
Oh, yes.
Those are the training. Those are the local training. Invest by putting that money away, that savings. And then my grandmother will tell you, go and break your pot. You will buy all these small chicken or small goods and rear it for
definitely.
For
I remember.
Or for New Year. And then you will see that from that your piggy pot, you are able to rear goods, you are able to rear hens, and when you sell them, the money becomes big.
Which was called Kolo then.
That is financial literacy that they are teaching. But who is doing that today? They don't want to buy the best thing for their children.
Teaching them how to spend alone.
Yeah.
Not how to make the money.
Consumption mentality. And that is where our consumption mentality starts.
All around
not
consumption.
Financial mentality.
Thank you very much.
Oh, yes. Everything's about consumption.
We are going to take advantage of the fact that
we have a financial expert to talk about this particular issue too. Now, in the papers this morning, we also have this story saying that inflation resumes upward trend, rises to 24.23% in March. Now, what is bringing inflation up again?
Inflation will always occur where there are free money. There are so many on-hand wealth flowing around our society. These are the kind of things people are not looking at. Government is spending, giving out contracts, A lot of people are on the streets collecting, extorting free money. People are sitting in their offices, inflating contracts, and when they get this money, they have to spend it. They have to spend it. Those are the hidden factors that economic theories have not been able to propound, especially in our own climate. So much free money is flowing around the society. And when you have free money, you don't keep it. You have to flaunt it. You have to spend it. And that is one. Then secondly, this country, we are yet to produce 1/10 or 100 of what we consume, which means we import all these things, and globally there is inflation. So when you bring products of other countries to your country, you are importing the inflation of this country to your country. And thirdly, the strength of our currency. Every now and then, CBN and the monetary authority will continue to devalue the currency. Once you devalue the currency, it means a lot of your naira. The value of your naira will go down. And I've been explaining this to people that we ourselves, because of our consumption mentality, we devalue our own currency by ourselves because people have access to free money. When you consume a bottle of water that's supposed to go for 50 naira, and people are saying it is 200 naira, and from 200 naira you take it to another without any reason other than you just want to maximize your profit, you are deliberately devaluing your currency and increasing the prices of goods and services. Look at transportation. The city of Ibadan now, most of the major roads are very okay. Distance of 3 to 5 kilometers, 3 to 2 kilometers. See how much transporters are taking from people. And that's a cycle. The trader, the worker, who is subjected to that, will now go to a shop, increase the same price too. And it goes on like that. It becomes a spiral something. So everything has to do with our production level, our attitude, consumption level, production level, and the strength of our local currency. So if you combine all these things together, we're always going to manage with inflation. But if you look at it, some people are still surviving within it.
Okay.
And that's the gain of our society. We accept it, and then we move on. No reaction. And where there is no reaction, such things will continue to thrive.
Thank you so much for your incisive and illuminating interventions this morning, Mr. Sanjo Akomu. Even at short notice. Thank you very much. We appreciate you.
Well, thank you for having me.
All right. You have a splendid day. God bless you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Okay, we just spoke with Mr. Soji Akomu, a retired banker and a financial consultant, and he has enlightened us greatly on some of the things to look out for as regards other Ponzi schemes and the likes. And okay, let's move away to other stories now. Let's go to this particular issue concerning Plateau State. We spoke a bit about it yesterday, about the killings in Bassa local government area of Plateau State. Now, on the Vanguard newspaper this morning, Plateau outrage grows over killings. Governor Muftwang apologizes. Now, Muftwang was there. That's the Caleb Muftwang, the governor of Plateau State. He went to Bassa yesterday and he spoke with the villagers. Let's take a listen at what he had to say there.
If I will tell you the truth, I myself have been crying since yesterday because I have trusted God that all the arrangements were put in place, that this will not happen again. We have made investments in security, but like all human arrangements, sometimes they fail. And I want to admit that on Sunday night into Monday morning, we failed you. Please forgive us.
All right, the governor of Plateau State, Caleb Muftwang, went to the Basa community and he said he admitted the fact that the government failed the people by not being able to protect them from those killers. And also, yesterday, the IG, Inspector General of Police, was there, Sunday Egbetokun. He was there and he had this to say yesterday.
Service commanders who are heads of federal government security agencies represented here in Plateau State are also here. I recognize you all. And this is my third time of visiting Plateau State in my official capacity in the last 1 year and 3 months. I could remember that my last visit to you, Your Excellency, we had very useful discussions which produced great results that have prevented several incidents that have happened in Plateau. Your Excellency, I want to start my remarks today by extending my heartfelt condolences to you, your government, and the people of Plateau State, and especially the families of those who were murdered in the recent senseless attacks on vulnerable communities in Plateau State. We condemn in the strongest possible term these acts of violence. We recognize the severity of the incident, the severity of the situation, and its negative impact on the local farming communities in Plateau State. We have recently increased our deployment to Plateau State. We have deployed more men, more security personnel, and more operational assets to the affected areas. And the operations are ongoing. We are working tirelessly with other security agencies and the intelligence community. We are intensifying our intelligence gathering efforts to identify the masterminds behind these dastardly acts.
The IGP there, Kayode Egbetokun, speaking at Plateau State yesterday after the killings, the gruesome killings of over 50 people in Basa local government area. But Comrade Adeje Shokpe, what baffles me most is the fact that this isn't the first time we see our service chiefs coming out to say these things, apologizing to the people, saying that we have done this, we have deployed this. Like I said on the program yesterday, I remember vividly when these same attackers, these killers, killed people in Bokos local government a few weeks ago. The National Security Advisor was there, and he said this will be the last time such killings will take place in Plateau State. Well, look at what happened on Sunday night, stroke Monday morning. So all this, do we call them empty promises or empty threats coming from people that should be responsible for protecting the lives of the people? And another one that I saw, some of the victims said most of these attacks, this particular attack that took place Sunday night, occurred in a place very close to a military formation.
Damola.
And these people operated for hours and no resistance from the military.
Damola, I am quite familiar with Plateau, and I know all these locations that you talk about. The very first thing is that the police is the primary agency for internal security. That is what we know. We have an Inspector General of Police. He showed up there. When all of this was happening, have you seen the Commissioner of Police of Plateau?
Not yet.
Have you heard about the
I've not heard anything
Have
from
you
him.
heard about the area commanders and the DPOs and with their deploying assets? I'm just amused about, sadly, amused about what the IGP is saying. What assets do they have And what is the deployment of those? And what is the capacity of the police? You understand? And these are not particularly big communities, you understand? They may be isolated sometimes, you understand? And the terrain in those places, you understand, is another issue. The fact remains that since 2006, when people who the Plateau people know are not indigenous wanted to seize control of Jos North local government, that has been the beginning of an open conflagration
that led to the state of emergency being
That led to the
declared
state of
then,
emergency.
that removed, that suspended Joshua Dariye
Yes, that
as
was
the
when
governor
you
then.
notice that there is a division, an army division, the 3rd Division in Rukuba, in Jos. That is where the division is located, a big division of the Nigerian army. And let us ask ourselves, the people that are tormenting the people of Plateau, they are not the original Fulani that you and I grew up to know.
Okay.
They are a different breed. But who are they working for? They are working for those who they want to, the contest is between the herders and the farmers. Or, I don't even want to call them the farmers, the herders and those who own the land. You know we have an attachment to land in Africa. It is an inheritance.
It is.
Even in spite of land use decree. Even in spite of land use decree that says government has control of land. You know, they can take land in override in public interest. You understand? But we are attached to our land. And some people who do not have land want to take it forcefully for their what do they call it? For their
Cattle.
For their cattle or whatever. Of course, that's going to cause a big fight. Some of this is going on in the Northwest too.
But why would you want to encroach another person's property by force?
That is why they are using violence now. They have automatic weapons. They now have people who are protecting them. It is not the usual. How can you be riding goats and cattle with automatic
AK-47.
Now, the question is there no intelligence regarding all of this? When we talk about security at any level is underpinned by intelligence. Do the police want to say they don't have intelligence? Do the DSS is in every local government in Nigeria. The DSS is in they have offices. And I don't mean they have offices. They have functional offices in every local government. There are at least 3 officers. At least 3 officers. It depends on where they are located. Usually they are located around the police or the local government secretary or whatever. At least 3 officers. At least 3 officers.
Comrade, the question is, why would a herder be, going about with cattle with guns?
Look, we must. There are issues.
I'm sure you and I now. Let me use you as an example. Now, you can't be roaming on the streets of Ibadan with a rifle without you not being challenged.
It is a matter for the herders now. It's a matter of survival.
Comrade, some years back, about 7-8 years ago, I think I was traveling. We were coming from Bongon. So the car we took broke down by the roadside. So we just parked by the express, and some of us had to go into the bush. Someone wanted to ease off. And to my surprise, I saw a group of cattle, and I saw some men. I could tell they were Fulani herders. But what really caught my attention was a boy that shouldn't be more than 13, 14 years of age had an Uzi automatic rifle on him. And he was apparently the youngest of the brothers I saw there. On top, cattle rearing.
Yeah, that's an Israeli weapon. It used to be the weapon of choice even by the American Secret Service.
An Uzi.
Yes.
Uzi automatic rifle.
Yes. Uzi
the boy wasn't more than 14 years of age. Shouldn't be more than 14 years of age.
That's one of the most compact
So
weapons.
why would a group of people be free to roam around with such rifles and some others can't?
That Uzi you saw used to be the weapon of choice of America's Secret Service in
So
protecting.
how did such weapon get to those people?
Well, I
This was something I saw about 7 years ago.
in Nigeria harbors 85% of illegal weapons in the West African sub-region.
But why would they be carrying up automatic weapons because you are just cattle rearers?
They're cattle
Crying
rearers,
out
but
loud.
it has become a serious contest. Don't forget, there are cattle rustlers who want to take their cattle forcefully from them.
Okay.
And then the contest for land, for grazing land, is a serious matter now. Now, some people are saying this is our way of life. Some people are saying this is outdated and outmoded. It is not sustainable. Look at the conflict it is causing. Look at the economic ruin it is bringing, not on just on the people who are farmers, but the consequences of deprivation. You understand? When you ruin a farmland, food that is supposed to go to the market, you understand? Then the end users of those foods are denied. And then the consequences of all of that.
And this recent killing in Bassa,
Don't they have
the villagers said there were hours of gunshots.
Yes.
And that place was close to a military formation.
Yes.
Are we going to say the military men close by didn't hear gunshots overnight? Not even during the day. It was overnight.
So you can imagine.
So you can imagine how loud the gunshots would be.
It will travel. So, don't they have intelligence? And is that not enough intelligence? You see, there's a conspiracy. I think it was you were the one that used that phrase yesterday. There is a conspiracy, and you know the funny thing, the political leadership are complicit because of political expediency. They keep quiet because they are not the ones being killed. They are not the ones being maimed. They are not the ones whose farms are being destroyed. There is a complicity by the political elite because this is what is politically expedient for them.
Then how many souls must be lost to this
When people,
before the right
when
action is taken?
Who has appointed Yorubas all over the place, I laugh. Who are the people in charge of the security?
Because I saw the video yesterday. I saw corpses littered on the floor.
Yeah.
And I even played some of the people weeping and
yeah,
everything yesterday. It was a
I
gory
can
scene.
assure you that sadly, this will happen again. Look, this is the season. You know, these things are seasonal. The Sahel is encroaching. Lake Chad, a major source of water supply, has shrunk. And the Sahel is encroaching. And you know, climate change has wreaked a lot of havoc. So you can understand that. Those are the things. And of course, is government addressing it? I'm not so sure.
Okay, it's 12 minutes past 10, still on Solutions 93.9 FM. From the dailies, let's go to another story now. And this has to do with the PDP. I mean, I think on Monday or so, the PDP governors forum met in Oyo State, and they reached part of the consensus they reached was the fact that there will be no merger talks with any political party. That PDP is strong alone, is strong to stand alone. As regards 2027 election. But Atiku keeps on saying that no, there must be talk, there will be talks. And there is this story, Atiku's coalition motive unknown to PDP, says Makinde. Now, why is Atiku pushing for talks?
Well,
And the PDP governors are saying there is no need, they don't need any support, any merger arrangement with any party.
you will have noticed from day one when Atiku lost the election in 2023 and Tinubu was sworn in, he has not, unlike in 2019 when he went away to Dubai and only resurfaced in 2022, you understand? This time around, Atiku has stuck in the public face, issuing one statement or the other. You know, he fought a bitter election process and a bitter judicial process. And he has not stepped out of the arena. He has stayed in our faces with Paul Ibe, either Paul Ibe or even Atiku himself, tweeting on X and all of that.
Yes.
And attending one political forum or the other. This time around, he's staying in our faces. He knows that 2027 maybe his last active opportunity to run for office. So that's what Atiku is doing. Atiku is a serial presidential aspirant.
Since 1992.
Yes, since 1992. So it is about an individual ambition. It is not about party. It is not about Nigeria. It is not about Nigerians.
But it seems the governors are bent on the fact that they won't hand over the ticket to him, because I even saw
that is why the man is fighting to ensure, he says his party is not strong enough. How can you say your party is not strong enough? How can you say the party that has gave you a formidable platform in 2023, if not for Atiku's carelessness and mismanagement of things? I mean, if you are not going to use Wiki, you understand? You could have managed Wiki. He did not manage Wiki. He did not at all try to manage Wiki. If you had properly managed Wiki alone, if you had properly managed Wiki will not only manage South-South, he could have possibly made incursions into the Southeast, you understand, for him, you know. He didn't have to be a vice presidential candidate, you understand, but he did not manage it.
Now, do you feel the PDP will get it right this time around as
How do you
regards
mean when you say get it right?
picking the right candidate?
I do not know. Because Wiki is, what do we call this? The PDP, it's not even getting its ESCO and internal issues right. Now that the Supreme Court has said all these litigations is not their business. But that's what the Supreme Court said about the National Secretary. And I think even the Labour Party issue, the Supreme Court has said these are internal party issues that must be resolved according to the rules of engagement of the party, which in essence means that members of the party must abide by the rules of engagement. That you cannot resolve. You know, I was ruminating.
You know, PDP still has this annual crisis too, the National Secretary and the like.
But the Supreme Court said, go and sort it out. It's an internal issue, party issue, that you have mechanisms built into your rules of engagement, which is the Constitution. If this happens, this is what obtains. If this happens, this is what should be done. There are rules. And you know, I've been wondering, when did we become a space in which we run to the courts for party issues? It did not happen in the Third Republic. It did not happen in the Second Republic. Never. So, because I say, even the Supreme Court, go back and resolve your internal issues. Because the court started resolving internal party issues and started even resolving electoral issues. That's why we have judicial governors. Judicial whatever. So the courts are washing
their hands
off now.
Such stuff, okay.
Because the courts have been given a terrible name. Even if they are working according to the law.
Now, this issue's been an internal. Do you see these parties being able to resolve things? We have the Labour Party already divided into three factions now.
The Labour Party is not divided into three.
They have three chairmen.
That's the way Labour Party was configured. I told you.
But they have three chairmen. How can three chairmen be?
Three men laying
claim to one chair. 3 men laying claim to one chair.
This is quite interesting.
Now, to play things down, our governor, Seyi Makinde, was on a live TV interview with Seun Okinbaloye, and he was being asked about, there's this rumor going around that maybe PDP might hand over the presidential ticket to Governor Seyi Makinde, because the PDP is saying that, okay, this time around, it has to come to the south. And Seyi Makinde, our governor, in his very light, usual way, had this to say in response to that question being asked on a TV program yesterday.
Well, when somebody said Governor Seyi Makinde, some 7 years ago, my question was, look, governor of which Rotary district, so President Seyi Makinde, maybe president of my town union, perhaps. But let me say this, Cheung. Uh, uh, I don't have any doubt that I have the capacity to occupy the highest office in this land, and I have what it takes. But is it what I want to do right now? Is it what Nigerians are asking for? Is it what my party will say we should do? I don't know. We still have a long time to go. Where we are right now is, we must fix our party. You must have a platform for you to even aspire to be anything. And let me also say this: if my political journey ends right here, I am also very happy. When I joined politics in 2007, I wanted to go to the Senate. I wanted to be a senator. But now, not only have I achieved more than that by being the governor of my state, I've also cherished the opportunity that people gave to me to make my own little difference.
Governor Seyi Makinde there, responding to that question, as does he see himself as the next president of Nigeria?
Well, he said he needs a platform, and his PDP remains his party, and of course the PDP has serious internal issues
to settle first.
First and foremost, because you cannot be running on a tattered platform. It is apparent that Atiku's chunk of PDP is not riding with the party, and Wike's loyalists may not be riding with the party. Of course, you know that the governor of Bauchi State has had presidential ambition. He was only whipped into line in 2023.
But it seems the governors have been able to reach a consensus now that, okay, probably there's a kind of zoning plan already in place, and it means it should come to the north, to the south rather.
Yeah.
So if that is being done by the governors, do you see Wike coming back? Because the only problem Wike has with the PDP is Atiku.
So what will he be coming back to do? That's the issue. What will he be coming back to do? The issue now is that PDP governors are even supporting the president, who is in APC. You have not seen that the PDP governors are supporting him. Okay, our governor, are you sure our governor is not supporting the president?
I mean, Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
Yes. Yes. Because he's in... Do you know that all those who supported the president, PDP governors, those who are not in office have been offered ambassadorial
positions, yes.
So they continue to support. Our governor, where is he? What was his position? Yes, he had been critical a little sometimes in the past, but I just think that's posturing. His man, Wike is his man. I'm not seeing any falling out with Wike, either public or whatever. So you can rest assured that look.
And Wike is a man that has publicly campaigned for Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
PDP is no longer a formidable platform. I do not know. They're talking about wresting power from either Tinubu or from APC. I do not know who exactly they want to wrestle power away from, because it is no longer clear whether it is Tinubu they want to wrestle power away from or the APC. Now, whatever it is, people should understand that 2014 is different from now. Where are the people doing a coalition? Obi today is no longer the Obi of 2023. The factors that turned Obi into a formidable phenomenon has dissipated. Even the Igbo block vote, he won't get it again. What else? The religious factor. People don't shine their eye, as they say on the street. And then, of course, the continuation of NSAS. People realized why they were going to lock themselves down when Lagos fell. In the presidential election, and people say, you know, you're not going to give Lagos away if we're against Tinubu or whatever. It's not like giving Lagos away just like that. Now, so all those factors have unraveled. There were 3 platforms. The Big Ten, put together by Professor Patutobu, who I spoke with twice. Then the Core Labour Party, and then the Obedience. Is he still in control of them? That one has dissipated. So, what do you want? The Kaduna man. I'm tempted to take a bet that Muhammadu Buhari, by the nature of who he is, the nature of who he is as a Fulani man, he is not going to openly betray Tinubu. Yes.
Okay. All right.
So defeating Tinubu will be a
come 2027. Be a
and I don't think. You see, Buhari was almost persuaded. Behind the throne, there are always manipulators. That you would think it is the throne actually doing these things, but the throne will not say, "I'm not the one." You understand? So those were the things.
Earlier this week, I saw a particular story where APC is trying to trying to tell Nasir El-Rufai to stop trying to woo Buhari into the SDP.
Why would they say that? How can they say
it was in one of the papers. I think.
Why did Ganduje run to Kaduna to see Buhari?
That was the reason. That was the reason, because they know that Nasir El-Rufai and Buhari are kind of close.
Let me tell you, are they?
That was what prompted Ganduje to go and see Buhari again, so that we stay with us. So
what goes around, they say, comes around. Has Buhari been treated with courtesy? I don't know.
By who?
By the administration that succeeded in. Have they treated him with courtesy, and have they extended the necessary protocols to him? You understand? Without necessarily him asking. You understand? Mr. President, anytime you want to make a trip, you understand, to London or whatever, just let me know. Tinubu could make his private jets available. You could ask Dangote to ferry, but it doesn't have to be presidential jet, but it will be known that it is being enabled by presidential power and fiat. You understand? Courtesy. So election is coming now. Everybody's trying to run around. No. They have been careful in not directly attacking Buhari himself. You understand? And they have been at least not attacked too many of his lieutenants. Of course, Buhari said it. If anybody steals money, go after them.
Okay, comrade, before we wrap things up today, I want us to talk about the wonders Ibas is doing in River State at the moment.
Wonders, Ibas.
The wonders is doing.
Maybe we should call it Ibas Wonders.
I mean, what I actually had planned to talk about is this issue of a 300 million naira he's dragging with the NBA.
Anyway, the story about that is that when you have this corporate, AGM, we'll call it AGM, bar conference.
Yes.
You go to a state, or a state that wants visibility.
That's hosting them.
Yeah, come now. Okay, and then what they finally call hosting rights or whatever. Support us. I mean, this guy has always supported them. What do you call him? Wiki,
yeah.
So, and I say, for whatever reason, we're moving it away.
Because Fubara had already released 300 million naira to them.
I don't even want to call it Fubara. The government of
River State,
has already released
approved
to host. And for whatever reasons, the Bar Association decided that in view of the prevailing
current situation in River State,
we are moving it for bar conference. Yes, in Port Harcourt, but it is still going to be a bar conference in Enugu. So, you see, Ibas is engaging himself in frivolity.
Now, the latest one was Ibas summoning Fubara.
And did you know?
And giving him ultimatum.
That he should come and explain appointments that he made as governor. I don't understand.
How do you tell
appointments
to come and explain it as a governor of a state?
And come with, it is even written there that he should come with documents to come and explain the appointments he made as governor.
It brings a question: what was the original assignment Ibas has in that state as a sole administrator? To restore peace and order.
Ibas is
What
not
he's doing, does it look like he's restoring any peace?
He's not being misled. Ibas is misleading himself, and
Or do we say he's working according to the script being given to him? Or he's doing his own thing?
I want to give a benefit of doubt. Even if you are given a script, Yoruba say "Tanbanre níṣẹ́ ẹrú, àfitọmọjẹ." Àgbàlagbà, a man that earned his pips, became a general, chief of naval staff. The man should.
And he's even threatening legal action with the NBA too for not refunding the 300 million naira that the government had already approved to
a
them.
Brother of mine will say, when you take your eyes off the objective, decadence will set in. Decadence is setting into the man's assignment.
Okay, I think it's a convenient point for us to draw the curtain on today's edition of the program. Comrade, thank you very much.
My pleasure. Always riding with you.
Okay, we will be back again tomorrow morning for a fresh edition of From the Dailies on Solutions at 93.9 FM. My name is Damola Lafenwa. Do have a wonderful day. Good morning.
The views and opinions expressed in this live broadcast are those of the participants and do not necessarily reflect the editorial policy of Solutions 93.9 FM.
All about information, education, and entertainment.
Maybe that's before now. Solutions 93.9 FM has raised the standard of radio broadcast to preferring solutions in all human angles. 939 FM, the remedy.
Radio is all about information, education, and entertainment.
Maybe that's before now. Solutions 93.9 FM has raised the standard of radio broadcast to preferring solutions in all human angles. 939 FM, the remedy.
Hey, where the energy day, where the sound day, where the news day, where the sport day, where the cut the day. Hey, now yeah, because you know the turn. We know the turn. Hey, we know the turn. Hey, energy day, everything day, yeah. On 93 to 9. I said you need 100. 93 to 9 to okay.
93.9, your remedy dial.
I get wings to fly. Oh, I'm alive. Get wings to fly. I feel that I'm alive. spirit takes flight. 'Cause I am alive. Oh, when you call on me, when I hear you breathe, I get wings to fly. I feel that I'm alive. I am alive. When you reach for me, when you reach for me, raises speed inside. God knows that I'll be the one standing by through good and through trying times. And it's only begun. I can't wait for the rest of my life. When you call on me, when you call on me, when you reach for me, when you reach for me, I get wings to fly. I feel that when you bless the day, when you bless the day, I just drift away. All my worries gone. I know that I'm alive. Yeah. I get wings to fly. God knows that I'm alive. Clipped wings, I was a broken thing. Had a voice, but I could not sing. You would want me down. I struggled on the ground. Oh,
939 is the
so
dial.
the line have been crossed. Had a voice, but I could not talk. You held me down. I struggle to fly now. Oh, but there's a scream inside that we are tried out. We hold on so tight, we cannot deny it's us alive. Oh, it is us alive. Oh, yes, there's a scream inside that we are tried out. We hold on so tight, but I don't wanna die.
You're locked on to the number one radio station. Number one radio station. In the mix. The mix. And we ain't stopping.
You guys have the best music.
Turn it up.
TSOL. The Remedy. Solutions FM.
Life is like a big merry-go-round. You're up and then down, going in circles, trying to get to where you are. Everybody's been counting you out. Where are they now? Sitting in the same old place, just faces in the crowd. We all make mistakes. You might fall on your face, but you gotta get up. Yeah, I'd rather stand tall than live on my knees, 'cause I am a conqueror, and I won't accept defeat. Try telling me no. One thing about me is I am a conqueror. I am a conqueror. Got a vision that no one else sees. A lot of dirty work, roll up your sleeves. Remember, there's a war out there, so come prepared to fight. You never know where the road leads you. Not everyone's gonna believe you. And even though they're wrong, don't prove right. I'd rather stand tall than live on my knees, 'cause I am a conqueror, and I won't accept defeat. Try telling me no. One thing about me is I am a conqueror. I am a We all make mistakes. You might fall on your face, but you gotta get up. We all make mistakes. You might fall on your face. Don't ever give up. I'd rather stand tall than live on my knees, 'cause I am a conqueror. I am a conqueror.
break down the facts of news, delivering the latest information, playing the coolest of music, giving you the best of entertainment.
Yo, what's up?
This is 93.9 FM. We are the solutions.
Come on.
We are the remedy.
Your number one remedy dial.
When all the tears are rolling down your face, and it feels like yours was the only heart to break. When you come back home and all the lights are out, and you're getting used to no one else being around. Oh, I'll be there when you need a little love. I got a little love to share. Yeah, I'm gonna come through. You'll never be alone. I'll be there for you. I'll be there, yeah, yeah. I'll be there for you. I'll be there, yeah, yeah. I'll be there for you. Oh, I say, yeah, yeah. I got enough love for two. You'll never be alone. I'll be there for you. When it's Friday night and the drink don't work the same, you're alone with yourself and there's no one else to blame. When you still can't feel the rhythm of your heart, and you see your spirit fading in the dark. Oh, I'll be there when you need a little love. I got a little love to share. Yeah, I'm gonna come through. You'll never be alone. I'll be there for you. I'll be there, yeah, yeah. I'll be there for you. I'll be there, yeah, yeah. I'll be there for you. I'll be there for you. Oh, I say, yeah, yeah. I got enough love for two. You'll never be alone. I'll be there for you. Down the river, babe. I'll be there. We got lost in the darkness. I'll be there. I'll be there when your heart is breaking. You'll never be alone. I'll be there for you. I'll be there, yeah, yeah. I'll be there for you. I'll be there, yeah, yeah. I'll be there for you. Oh, I say, yeah, yeah. I got enough love for two. You'll never be alone. I'll be there for you. I'll be there, yeah, yeah. I'll be there for you. I'll be there, yeah, yeah. I'll be there for you. Oh, I say, yeah, yeah. I got enough love for two. You'll never be alone. I'll be there for you. I'll be there for you. I'll be there for you. Never be alone. I'll be there for you. I'll be there for you. I'll be there for you. Never be alone. I'll be there for you.
Playing only the best music in the world. This is
The Remedy Radio Station. Solutions 93.9 FM.
your number one radio station.
Turn your magic on. Let me see